Baby, tell me if you like it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My phone was falling. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the Kamileon squad. So today we're going to be talking about rebuilding yourself after a breakup. So you guys know, or may not know, but I have a lot of topics surrounding self-love, relationships, advice. And so today I really wanted to dive into this because when I get questions about breaking up with someone, it's starting to now become more half and half of not only how to make that step and make that leap, but then how to rebuild. What is life going to be like afterwards? And that, to me, seems like the more scary thought to people, where it's like, okay, I have battled with this decision. I know that this is not going to be easy, but that's like kind of the first step, right? And then I think what really hinders people from making that decision is realizing that your life has to go on afterwards. And when you are with someone for a long period of time, it becomes not even a thought to think about what life will be without them. So now you're not only dealing with the pressure of leaving this person, but now you're dealing with the pressure of dealing with yourself now and only being by yourself, and what is life going to be like. And that's really scary to a lot of people. Most of the time we take comfort over the unknown because it's easier, it's safer, we feel nicer, we're not threatened. And so even though maybe a situation might not be ideal, you'll find ways to kind of, oh, well, we can get over this hurdle, we can get over this hump, even though in the back of your mind you know that relationship is no longer serving you. But because you are afraid of dealing with yourself, being alone, being by yourself, seeing what life will be like without this scenario, this person, this situation. So I want to kind of shed some light and offer some advice and some help for people that are dealing with that. And maybe that is a big part of the reason why you have not made that leap yet. So the first thing, I'm not going to really cover how to work up the courage to leave the relationship. I think that that is an individual journey. What I always tell people is that you need to weigh the pros and the cons of this relationship, this friendship, whatever it may be that you're trying to cut ties with, the pros, the cons, and really be honest with yourself when you are weighing these things, because overall, I feel like we always know the answer. We just try to find ways to deviate from that, like I said, because of fear. So once you have made that step, this video is for you. So the first thing I would like to kind of touch on is to recognize that you are going to be on a roller coaster. Okay, don't hold yourself to a higher standard where you are trying to force yourself to be happy. Allow yourself the up and down. If you go into it realizing that every day is not going to be good, that is going to really help you out a lot, because people, they tend to kind of put a lot of pressure on people to be strong and see the bright side. But at the end of the day, this is a traumatic experience for a lot of people. It may be some easier for others, but for some people, this is a life-altering thing, especially when there are a lot of years built behind this. So you have to allow yourself the roller coaster. But in saying that, you have to also not wallow in those bad days. So what I like to say is allow yourself bad days, but make sure the good days outnumber the bad days. So you don't want to try to be strong and don't cry and this and that. If you have to release in that moment, release, but do not stay there. Allow yourself that cleansing period, and then start to look forward to having, okay, this month I only cried 10 days. Next month, this month I only cried 5 days. You want to start to try to have more better days than good. I mean, than bad, but still allow yourself that space to grieve, because that's basically what you are doing. You're trying to adapt to a whole new situation that you are not familiar with. The second thing I want to say is really start to get in tune with yourself. So you want to, and meditation and all this stuff, I get it, it's not for everybody, and I know I talk about it a lot here on my channel, but it's not something that I am pushing on everyone. I do think that it will help a lot of people, but it's not easy. So in turn, when saying to get to know yourself, learn about hobbies that you didn't know that you liked, pick up hobbies that you had put down, keep yourself busy. So you want to make sure that you are experiencing fun on your own and not so much as like maybe how you used to as a unit or things like that. So you want to rediscover who you are singly, like as an individual, not as a girlfriend, as a wife, as any of these other titles. You are you first. So I remember going through this. I love to draw, and so I haven't drawn in years, so I picked up drawing again. I love to dance, as you guys know. I would make sure I take myself out dancing or go out with friends. Picking up new hobbies. I learned to longboard. I'm still learning to longboard. So you want to rediscover who you are as an individual, and maybe some of those things or those qualities that you were putting off because you were with a certain person. Maybe that person didn't really like when you behaved this kind of way or this way, but these are your true characteristics. So like really start to learn who you are again and love yourself for that. The next thing I would definitely say is your support system. That is something that's really going to be essential to helping you rebuild yourself. Yes, you want to lean, within and look within, but sometimes we are just not strong enough, and that is okay. We need other people to build us up. And so it doesn't only have to be family, friends. You can reach out to anyone. Therapy is nothing to be ashamed about. Reach out and get it out. Talk it out, communicate. Do whatever you have to do and lean on those people that will help you, that will hold you up when you can no longer just stand up. Reach for those people, and hopefully those people that are around you, hopefully you can find people that will not make the situation worse. And if that is the case, then you need to remove them as well. This is already a tough process, so you just need to make sure you have as much positivity and support around you during this time. The next thing I will say is, which kind of stems to the first thing, and y'all, I didn't even write down no notes. I'm just speaking from my mind here. I normally write stuff down on my phone, but because I have really lived through this, I'm just trying to give you real things that I did. So this is something that I had to really learn, and I don't know if I learned it in my long-term relationship or the one I had after, but realizing that there is no time limit on this, guys. And this is one of the realest things I can ever say to y'all. Like, there is no time limit on when you will feel better. That is the honest truth. I have been on this camera with you guys where I have been in shambles, but on camera you guys didn't know, or maybe you did know, some people that kind of been watching me for a while, but certain relationships will take you longer to get over. And at a point, even for myself, I was at a point one time when I was like, I just want to be, I don't even want to care about this no more. Like, why do I still care about it? Like, there's no time limit. And that is the scary part about it, because you put in so much work and you're happy a lot of days, and then out of nowhere you back like at square one again, and you're like, man, I thought I was getting closer to being over this. And to be honest, there is no time limit on when you will be fully healed, especially if this relationship made an impact. And I don't want to scare you guys and make you feel like you're never going to be over it. You are going to be able to live and continue and be happy, but just know that there is no time limit. It might be faster, it might be slower. You might go a long time and feeling like you healed, maybe a year or so, and then all of a sudden those feelings come back. So just recognize that we are humans, we have feelings, and you know, we really truly had to deal with them in order for the process to come to an end. And I guess, to be honest, that was really, like, in a nutshell, kind of like what helped me rebuild to this point. I mean, I made sure that I stayed busy. I picked up new hobbies. I started to learn about myself. You guys know, even further, I delved into my more spiritual journey and my more feminine journey, which has prolonged this experience for me and kind of really set it over the edge, because I feel like, you know, I thought I was okay, and then I realized I wasn't okay, and I still had some work to do. So but you know, that finding that happiness within yourself, and I know for me personally, I'm not ashamed to say it, there have been a lot of times in my life where I have placed my happiness in other people, and so I did not know how to just love Kami, be okay with Kami, like I spend time alone all the time, and I am completely okay with that. But there wasn't a time that I was able to do that. I was only the identity of the man I was with, and that's a scary place to be. So I empathize with you. I understand where you are, and when you get to a point where you know yourself and love yourself, it's a whole different thing. And so in that moment, now when you are back out there and you are dating, and you know, that is a touchy subject for a lot of people, you do what you are comfortable with. If you feel like you want to go out and date, do that. If you don't, that is okay too. If you want to have sex with people, that is okay. If you don't, that is okay. I have been on all sides of the spectrum. I was celibate for a year. I was dating and having sex with people for a year. I was all over the place, just trying to figure out where I wanted to be, especially because I'm a really affectionate person and I love contact and testosterone and being around a man. So that was something that I still wanted and needed, even though I was not ready for a relationship. And then there were times where I didn't want anything at all, and I spent that whole year just by myself. So like I said, it comes in waves. Allow yourself to experiment with different things and see what works for you. And in that process, really getting to know yourself and loving yourself. So now moving forward, you know what you're looking for in a relationship. You might come out a totally different person, and not totally different, but you might unlock that person that was always there, and now things will be a completely different story when dating. I know for me, a lot of my relationships have now shown me what I want to put up with and what I don't, and set the bar for certain things. So now after that, I have not dated the same way, and I'm realizing too that I know what's important to me now. I see the bigger picture. And so when you get to that point, when I tell you guys, it is such a rewarding feeling. And I'll keep it a buck with y'all. I don't be happy every single day. I still have some work to do, but am I back there? Absolutely not. And I really appreciate you guys coming to me and saying that, you know, you see that there is hope through me, and the fact that I'm still kind of broken and you see that hope just shows that I have worked so hard on myself. Like, I don't want to get like teary-eyed, but for real, like, because I know where I am, but you guys see the light that I probably still don't see sometimes. So it's possible. I have my days, but you will be okay, girl, like, or guy, whoever's watching this. You will be okay. I'm telling you, I've been having a lot of fun as well with it, and just every day I find something new and beautiful, and I don't know if I would have been able to do that in certain positions. And I don't regret anything. Like I've said plenty of times to you guys, I don't regret any relationships that I've been in. They all have been essential to my life at that point in time. And yeah, I hope you guys look at it that way too, and you don't kind of put yourself down or regret anything. I really truly feel like who you are dating at that time is where you are in life. And so that might be a hard pill to swallow, but it's reality. And when it's time for you to separate from that person, just look at it in a good way, that you are growing, you are changing, and you no longer need that. That's no longer serving you. It doesn't mean that you're bad, they're bad, whatever. It's just they're no longer serving you. You are growing, and that time is over. So yeah, I hope that this video was helpful. Like I said, I did not write anything down, so I'm just off the dome. But because it's really truly my life experience, I don't really feel like I needed to, like, tip number one, you know. I just wanted to kind of just talk to you guys like girl to girl, girl to guy. And yeah, like I said before, if you guys have any topics, any things that you need advice on, or you need me to answer or kind of help you through, I want to start doing those in video form. So maybe answering 7, 8, 9 questions or dilemmas and talking directly to you on camera and then uploading the video. Please leave them down below, or if you want to, you know, keep it anonymous or whatever, you guys can send me an email or a DM. And yeah, because I really want to start doing more advice on this channel, self-love and stuff like that. If you are interested in these kind of videos, I do have a playlist already kind of building up, so make sure you guys check out that playlist. And yeah, sending you guys a lot of love and light, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.